Hello everyone, I am Tassin and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 85, day 5. Today is of course a purple day. We're going to be doing purple Guild Wars. We're also going to be doing a bit of the invasions, which we didn't do last night because we did it all earlier yesterday morning. But of course we do have Raksha invasions going on throughout the week. We ended up going over that in the video and having the little thingies pinned to it. But as far as the team we're going to be running, it is going to be double of the invasion troop, followed by the weapon, the new weapon that came out this week, and a Sakima. Sakima for the skull spam, so that these things can instantly kill everything off their 5x skull damage. They have Agile too, which helps out a little bit. And of course, there's pretty standard ability that just helps kill everything. They also get some free armor elimination, which makes it even easier for them to kill. And the weapon's mostly just used to mana accumulate for the entire team. But overall, it's a pretty useless weapon that you're not really going to be using beyond this week. However, I still advise getting it as it costs like, what, 210 gems? Yeah, 210 gems. So super cheap to go get it now, and you might as well. So just go get it now, and if everyone in your guild is tier 3, that's enough to get the entirety of the event done as well. Since that'll be enough for all rewards by the end of the weekend. Looks like we might even have it tonight. Or tomorrow, I mean, not tonight. We'll definitely have it by early tomorrow. Anyways, so let's start with Guild Wars. It is, of course, Purple Day today. I think we use a Wild Queen team, so we're definitely going to need to switch our medals. Actually, a Zugov Wild Queen team, too, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that one. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to change up a little bit. 3 seasons, or 2 seasons to 20%, I think is the way to go. I don't think we're going to need cleanse. We do have immune on first slot, which kind of helps quite a bit. But 20% to 2 seasons, pretty standard setup. I feel like almost every Zugov team runs that because there's no way to mana start Zugov, so you kind of have to go with the 20%. He has no typing, so it might never be possible to mana start Zugov. Anything else we need to change? I guess we could check Archmages. So oh, wait, never mind. The class isn't even used for this team. So yeah, I don't think we need to change anything else. Just double check that it is indeed Purple Day, just in case I accidentally looked at it incorrectly, but nope, it is indeed. Looks like we're pretty much tied on points, too, with whoever we're facing. We're facing Deadly Oakland, which is 2 below, which is kind of weird that we'd be tied with them. But I guess once they get their battle in, we're pretty much tied in like a 3-way tie with these 3 peoples. We're all kind of in the dead center of the bracket. But anyways, let's go and get into it. Don't think we need to change anything else. I was like a billion times checking just in case, because it is Guild War after all. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello John, hello Bill, hello Nightmare. You have a question for me? Sure, what's the question? Hello Imperial, hello Isabel, hello Rogue, hello Ricardo, hello Logic Slayer, welcome, welcome. Yeah, let me know what your question is and we will shall answer. Yellow or purple, where are you? Actually, I need yellow a lot more than I need purple right now. Because purple's going to be blocked by Zugov. I'm actually going to do this just so we can take a purple next turn. However, I need to make sure he doesn't have alignment green to purple. I'll take this just in case. It's a little bit safer that way. It's very unlikely he would have gotten too much value the other way around. So do we take this blue or something else? If I take this yellow, the problem is he gets extra turn blue. However, he's not going to do too much with extra turn blue, which kind of makes me want to take extra turn blue. So we'll take that. He does get a little bit of a poke there, which is rather unfortunate. Oh, there's another issue with this. We don't have any board to go do this on. It has kind of all been removed. That's slightly bad. I kind of want to go for skull first just to pressure him down. Ooh, Zugov, don't die on us. We need you. You're a win condition. So do we Wild Queen first, or do we go for the other thing first? The problem is he has Stealthy. So we can't Wild Queen to reduce its attack. So I kind of want to do Zugov in case he dies. And then we do Wild Queen, because now it's double Stealthy. So if it misses, it's not going to take damage. And then we just go for this, and then we win. Which a good swipe for it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now I don't have alignment, do I? Oh, no, I do. I have it on blue. I was going to say, if we didn't have alignment there, that'd be slightly bad. And it should just kill. And even if it didn't, he was entangled. Which unfortunately we can't steal attack from. You can't gain or lose attack while you're entangled, so unfortunately we can't make it go any lower. So for example, if he has 100 attack and we steal 100 attack while he's entangled, he will still have 100 attack after he becomes unentangled because we actually didn't steal anything because he was unentangled during the time, of which he had 0 attack. But they also can't gain attack, so it goes both ways. You can't raise it, but you also can't reduce it. Just a tuna sandwich? No, I also had a little small salad. But yeah, so it was just a tuna sandwich and salad. What's your convert? I almost want a leprechaun and just hope it goes lucky, but we'll take a skull. Oh, that was really lucky. I don't have a good cascade though. Actually, that's true. Oh no, that's not true. We'll take that. Now we go for leprechaun and hope it works out. And it somewhat did. So, Wild Queen? Yes, no, maybe so. I believe the answer is yes, so we'll go for that. Get another green seer down. Throw down another Wild Queen. And I'm pretty sure that is match. Just in case, let's do another Wild Queen. That's just to make sure he does barely any damage. And now we just Zug off and win. Which hits through barrier as well, of course. It didn't used to way back in the day. The Zugaf actually was one of those unique troops that even when true damage didn't use, or sorry, even when insta-kill didn't kill through barrier, Zugaf's insta-kill actually still killed through barrier. At one point, he was one of the only, if not the only, ones that could hit through barrier. Some of them did it in order where it allowed them to hit through barrier. But at one point, he was technically the only one that naturally had it. But now all insta-kills do it, so that's not as special of an aspect of him. Because it's not an aspect at all anymore. So we'll go for that, since all insta-kills have it now. I kind of just want to take a skull just because he's going to get too much value from the thing. But then we can also keep the skulls there just to get value ourselves, so you know what we're just going to do it that way. It's fine. A little bit of purple convert's a little bit annoying. But if nothing else, we'll get another Zug off and just win off of it. Also, we got so much board replaced that we can actually just go for that and go for Wild Queen and then win. As long as this lands in like... Oh, we can't hit hero, though. Oh, of course he would summon. It's not a buffed bandit, though. He has stealthy on it. That's a very weak bandit. It has stealthy. I'll take a skull. He forgot to buff his bandits. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of funny now that people have buffed up bandits. Like, they can have it fully gold medaled, yet still not have all the traits. I still find it absolutely hilarious. That they managed to buff a troop by nerfing it. Though that's by far not the first time, but still hilarious that that's even possible to be a thing. You got Famine yesterday and was wondering if there was any teams that uses Famine. Famine's one of those troops that you don't tend to build around. You tend to put him in a team to counter other stuff. For example, stuff with a really high mana cost. Because generally you're only using Famine under two conditions. One is the enemy has absolutely no way to have immune to mana drain at all. And the second condition is you actually have good stuff to mana drain, like really high mana costs and stuff like that. Because obviously it does more damage based on how much mana is drained. So you tend to only use it as a counter when those conditions are met. So you don't tend to specifically end up building a team out of it. You tend to just put it into a triple and then just have that kind of just sit there. Though one of the more popular ones, I believe, is, if you're going to do it that way, is using something like Gorgolfa in first slots, followed by a damage source, another mana accumulator, and then Famine, where the second slot damage source is your main damage source. The third one could be either, your third slot is either an Empower or something that it could just mana accumulate by other means, like Apothecary or something. And then you go Famine. Because that whole Gorgolfa Apothecary Famine combo works pretty decent. Because it counters all casting while also having really high score reduction. Not sure how meta it really is in the current state of the game, though. Haven't used Famine in ages. Still a great troop, though. So please stop trying to kill our first slot, please. He's going to get it off a Whip Spinner. He didn't go for it, though. Oh, he didn't go for it. The only problem is, do we have alignment? I don't think we do. Oh, yes, we do. We have it on red. Perfect. Nice. We got it. Now, Wild Queen or Zug off, which is safer? Technically, Zug off is safer. Because just in case it would have missed, it would have got no value. Which obviously we do not want. Because obviously, if we gave it skulls, it missed, and he killed our Zug off while it had full mana, we would lose that full mana on him, since he would be dead. So it's a bit safer doing it that way. And that is match. If it doesn't miss, good. So far, so smooth. We're actually on track for probably 9,600. I don't think we made any, like, big mistake yet. Oh, never mind. That was the final battle. Called it! Called it! I knew that was over 9,600 pace, so anything over 9,500 I'm pretty happy with. There we go. Nice. That's pretty much max score. Anything above 9,600 is technically max score. It's theoretically possible to get a little over 9,700, but the amount of luck you would need to do so is exceedingly inconsistent to actually land. Anything above 9,500 good, and anything above 9,600 is technically max, especially if you get over 9,650. Because that's a bit more realistic to hit, though we did, I think we gave it a little bit too much damage here and there. We didn't get the attack reductions as much, and he got a couple skulls here and there. But anyways, overall, really smooth Guild War day. That's about what we'd want to see for a Guild War day. Oh, we got purple deeds. Gosh, we got purple deeds 2 days in a row, didn't we? Because yesterday we had 6 purples with Imperial, and now we have 4 purples. Well, if you guys haven't gotten those magic kingdoms up, they are the most valuable kingdoms to get up, and they do require purples. Almost every single kingdom that requires purple actually has magic too. Not all of them, though. What am I looking for? Where's Phoenicia? Phoenicia, I need you to carry our dailies. There you go. That's a lot of purple that we don't need. Well, I guess we technically need it. It's for phylactery. Gotta get those free souls in when we can. But yeah, if anyone has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. I'll hand out the code in a little bit as well. We'll probably go do the entirety of Invasions and then hand out code. I say the entirety of it because it's not going to take that long. Depending on how Vow Ravens fall, it's like 6 or 8 battles. We'll do that with the Raksha team that we did yesterday. Oh, we don't have anything over there. We could take a blue to double red, but I'll take this explosion. The double red might have been full mana. I think if one of them surge, which is pretty likely given that we have a 60-something% surge chance on them. Hello, Barbara! Welcome. As well as Jason, if I didn't already say hey. Welcome, welcome. Those free souls really add up. If we get free souls once every 4 battles, we would still get math. Let's see, if once every 4 battles of using this team, it got a the 100 souls, that would be about 2,000 to 3,000 souls per hour, maybe slightly more. I might be slightly off. I think it's closer to 3,000. I believe it's about 3,000 souls per hour for just having phylactery on our team, and it only wastes like 1 minute for 3,000 souls per hour. Or, you know, the wasted time of casting phylactery. Over the course of an hour, it's about 1 minute for 3,000 souls. Kind of like how tribute in 1 minute is like 20 gems. Obviously, you can only do it once per hour. But that's effectively what it is. 20 gems in like a minute or half a minute. I do feel like Gems of War loads slower on my phone, though, compared to PC. Even though I normally claim it off a phone. It's just more convenient. Okay, 2 more of these, then we'll go do the not World Lore event. Actually, I believe we already claimed the orc for that, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. But we'll go do Invasions. Then we'll go hand out code, and we'll do a bit of token farming. So far, we've been getting an Anu literally as the last chest of every stream. I'm not sure we'll be able to replicate it this time. But the last, like, 2 or 3 streams. I think in the last 3 streams, actually. The last chest we got was an Anu. I know 3 streams ago we got an Anu. I forget if it was the very last chest, though. But the last 2 streams, the very last chest was an Anu both times, which is pretty funny. What am I looking for? We already did that, did that. Okay, World Lore event. I mean, gosh, I keep saying World Lore event. No, well, since we're saying it, let's just double check. We did finish it, right? Yes. It is complete. Unless we want to go for a leaderboard, which we very much do not, which means we're all the way in 22nd place in our own guild. Anyways. That's the other thing. We did that. We don't need to do those battles. Let's go do the invasions. So, of course, we got the invasion events. They started yesterday. They end tomorrow. Well, technically on Monday, you know, at reset time. So you still got a day and 5 hours? A day, 5 hours, and 40 minutes you have to finish this out. So basically all of tomorrow. But anyways, Let's go and clear it out. We're currently doing double of the invasion troop, the new weapon that came out through the event, which I highly advise getting. It's only 210 gems, pretty cheap. And the Sakima. That is the game plan. And pretty much everything is to dies. Let's see, what's your convert again? Blue to skull and brown to yellow. I don't use her too often. You've been promoting the stream? Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Also, if anyone feels free to leave a like, would help out a lot as well. Let's see. Though our Gems of War streams generally don't attract new people. It's normally all the same peoples. Though, you know what? Gems of War streams actually do attract new people, oddly enough. Because of how the liking system works on YouTube, whenever we get like a really big patch, or like a really big event, like a new faction coming out, we actually do normally get new people during those times. Because of how many more likes the video actually gets. Which is kind of funny. Because we also normally have over 100 concurrent during those times as well. Since they're obviously bigger content that people want to see. Compared to just a daily stream that we always do. I do appreciate you guys coming down though. I always enjoy the daily streams. Great time to chat with you guys. And it's not as crowded so I can actually see chat normally. Yeah, I still probably miss a lot of chat. But I probably miss even more when we have like over 100 people. The times that we do. Oh, it looks like we might even get another Valraven here. Looks like we might have 5 more. It's not going to be enough to complete it out today though, but the guild will carry the rest of it tomorrow. By tomorrow night should be good to go and we won't even need to touch it. Which will be good because first thing tomorrow, as we always do, we'll be going over all the spoilers for the week. Also, Vault event next weekend. Not this weekend. Well, obviously not this weekend. It's almost over already. But next weekend is Vault event. The times for it ended up being changed. It wasn't originally going to be around that time, but I think the faction got moved, if I'm not mistaken. Something about it made it need to get delayed. Maybe they need a patch. Oh, maybe they need a patch. Are we finally getting that patch this year? Gosh. We haven't had a major patch all year yet for Gems of War. We've gotten a mini patch at the beginning of the year. And we got a rebalance patch at the end of last year. Over a small one, but still one nonetheless. But no major patch yet this year for 2021. When's that treasure hunt rework coming in? Still would like to see it. Yeah, Vault event's the best event in the game. You can farm so many resources. It's pretty absurd how much you can farm during a Vault event. It is amazing. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be doing of it, though, because Century Age of Ashes. It's going to be the last 3 days of the beta, which is exceedingly annoying that it falls exactly on those days. It wasn't originally, but the time that they moved it to now makes it so it overlaps, which is super annoying. We're definitely still doing the Friday morning farming stream, and obviously still farming at night. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do off-stream, because most of our off-stream time is going to be playing the beta for the other thing. Do we have alignment? We'll take that. Take the other thing. Grab our skull. Yeah, we have the guild event every 4 weeks, but the other one every 6. The main reason for that is Guild Wars at one point was every single week, and they still like to keep it as one of those kind of like main game modes. So they still wanted to keep it somewhat more frequent. So that's why that's once every 4 weeks. And the reason why the other thing's once every 6 weeks is just because it's in cycle with a lot of the other events that happen. All the weekend events that we have. And they just chose to do a 6-week cycle for it. Because that's how all the other events normally fit in with it. Because they have quite a few weekend events now. I believe it's exactly 6. Counting raids and evasion, since they're both weekend events now. Invasion's definitely a lot more straightforward than raids. They're both really easy. But at least with this, all you do is put some invasion troops up front, and like every skill you take kills. Pretty much. As well as every ability you cast kills. Whereas Zugov in the other game mode can be a bit more annoying. This game mode also gives a lot more rewards. Just for doing the normal thing, you get 65 gems and an orb. Whereas raids give nothing for the same equivalence. Actually, counting guild-wide events, I believe this event actually has the highest payout of any guild event. As far as ones that require the whole guild participating. Not counting the fact that you get the color scrolls from Tower of Doom. If you're counting just overall value, and not things like that, like the scrolls, I'm pretty sure this event has the absolute highest from the specific guild-related events. And there we go. And the other 370 will be covered by the guilds. By the stream to be tomorrow night, we'll have an orb to go open. Oh, no green. We got a purple, though. So not all bad. All right, there we go. Anyways, speaking of loot, let's go hand out a code. And I will go farm some more. Let's see. I think arena event happens a little bit randomly. I don't think it's within the cycle of how they normally do it, because I don't think it has exactly a 6-week interval. Also, arena event has happened midweek before. They haven't always done it on a Friday. Sometimes they've started it on like Monday before or Tuesday, whatever it was. I can't remember. But it hasn't always started on a Friday specifically. They've done it on other times of the week as well. Though normally it is on Friday, though. Anyways, I'm looking for the code. Where is it? Code's hiding from me. It's be hiding. Also, I think we're actually going to have enough codes for the month for once. Looks like we have enough for the rest of this month. How many days are in this month? 31 or 30? 31. Okay, that means we might not have enough. I think we do, though. We'll find out once it comes to the end of the month. There's just no way I'm counting it now. To see exactly. Let's make sure to ask her a week early. And then not get it 2 weeks later. As it tends to be. Alright, here you guys go. If it'll ever load. There it goes. There you guys go. There's a redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over here. Underneath your settings menu is what you put in the bottom left corner. For your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste some random numbers and letters starting with NP N. And give same reward as always. True treasure maps 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And of course, the new mythic isn't in it anymore. Well, it's still in the drop table, but you know, all the mythics are in the drop table currently. Not counting the Soulforge only ones. So you might want to save it for next mythic, or just throw it down and just get a random one. Obviously, it's not guaranteed you get a mythic, but as far as the drop table for it. Anyways, also we have a surplus of gems for once again. We actually broke over 30,000. Nice. Anyways, let's go do a bit of token farming then. As we have been. We've been slacking a bit on it. But we've been getting some pretty good drops for the little bit that we have been doing lately. We got Nisha like 3 days ago, and an Anu like every stream since. Hopefully we can get Anu tonight. Where's my... There it is. But if anyone has any other questions, let me know. Let me know. And we'll go farm for about half an hour. Hopefully get some good loots. We need it to go upgrade everything. Yeah, we have over 30,000 gems. 30,500. I like keeping at least 20,000 as surplus, but we've been doing it so much that we actually have 10,000 surplus now. However, that's going to go down very quick once hero classes start getting added to the game. Because I might start auto upgrading them and go for leaderboard in order for us to not only go for leaderboard, but also to insta-max a hero class. You started saving keys for when they add the next mythic or add a new kingdom. How many of each do you need to max all troops? I have no clue in the current state of the game. Not the slightest clue. At one point, several tens of thousands of gold keys was enough to get every single common in the game, though I'm not sure what the current amount of commons that exists. Because of course you need 190 of each common. And now there's a lot more commons. But, yeah, I'm not sure what it is for each key in the current state of the game, what the breakdown is to get everything. However, the way the game is set up, it does make it so newer players do actually have a chance at getting everything. Getting all mythics is still really hard as a newer player, though. But every other rarity, not counting mythic and boss troops, are actually pretty doable due to how key system works, since you get a combination of pretty much everything at once. So if you want to max even one single troop off the random drop table, you would have to max literally everything. And due to the drop table being like that, it makes it so newer players can kind of get caught up pretty quickly. The only thing that's really hard is getting all mythics. As far as getting all legends and below maxed, the current system for the game gets it done pretty quickly. Since getting any single one maxed that way gets everything maxed, or nearly everything maxed. It's also one of the reasons why maxing the imps without orbs is a little bit annoying, because you would technically have to max every single legend in the entire game 6 times in order to get them all with keys. So generally you try getting one imp and then use an orb on it in the current state of the game. It's not, or a small blue orb. It's not really worth trying to get all the copies for it to get it maxed. Plus with something like Winter Imp, you'd want to have 2 copies anyways. So trying to get 7 would be really annoying. Because in order to max every imp every season, you would theoretically have to all get every troop in the game maxed. Not counting mythics. Which is why when you find one, you probably just want to use a blue orb if you actually want to max it. So in the current state of the game, there's actually no real benefit to maxing them. They're not associated to a kingdom. Well, they're associated to Primal, but it's not a kingdom. Or, you know, it's not a real kingdom. It's a kingdom classification, but it's not actually a kingdom. I just gave us a skull, thank you. You have over 500,000 gold keys. That is pretty insane. I'm never sure how many I have. 285,000. We've been saving those for a couple years now. Back in the day, you would only save them for a few months, and then when a new kingdom comes out, you'd throw them all. Until you had all the new commons maxed. But of course, we haven't got a new kingdom for a year and a half now. August 2019 was the last time we got a new kingdom. But yeah, just in case, it is advised to save some amount of keys for when new kingdoms roll in. They will likely do a bit of a different system for how they come in, given that the game has changed drastically since we've last been getting new kingdoms. However, we don't currently know how they're going to be adding new kingdoms. The only thing we know is that they have confirmed that they will be adding new kingdoms at some point. That could be early this year, later this year, or some other time. Who knows, even next year. I highly doubt it would be that far away. But later this year seems the most likely. Like after they launch Puzzle Quest 3, I feel like they would start adding new kingdoms around that time. So that everyone coming over from Puzzle Quest 3 to try Gems of War will see how active the game is. Like, oh, we're getting new kingdoms every like a few months or whatever. They end up doing the interval. That's what it was before. The kingdom intervals were normally around 3 months. Sometimes the interval was smaller, but that was about the average. Sometimes longer as well. And like quite a few systems in the game, that was one of the more inconsistent ones as far as when it actually happens. Because pretty much whenever they had a new kingdom, it would just roll out. If it wasn't ready yet, they would just delay it some. Unlike something like Mythics, where it's literally first Friday every month, every Friday. Or every first Friday of every month. Exceedingly consistently. They've been doing that for like 3 years now. New Friday, I almost said new Friday every month. New Mythic every first Friday of every month. They've consistently been doing for like 3 years now without missing a single one. They've had to delay some Mythics at some point. where they were supposed to come earlier and then delayed them back. But always, every first Friday of every month, we had a mythic. There's never been a single exception. That's why'd I give him free skull? You have 104 million gold. That is a lot of gold. I normally try to keep a 10 million surplus. That is quite a surplus to have 100 million. What guild task should you use it on? Well, for the most part, there's only one you can really use it on. And that is legendary tasks. There's a chance you might be able to get a mythic for your entire guild as well. By doing so. Yeah, I generally try to keep about a 10 million surplus. Mostly because we use a couple million whenever a new faction comes out. And we never know when a new mechanic's going to come out that will require gold to some capacity. So I always like just having a little bit extra. Like, for example, one of the deed updates where they added those big deed books. It technically added a gold sink since, you know, kingdoms could go a higher level. So that means you could also use more gold to get them to that higher level, which sunk gold a little bit more. So it's always good to just have a little bit of surplus. You never know when a random update's just going to make you have to spend some gold. And already having that gold is just really beneficial compared to not already having the gold. Two different chances to get a skull. They were all for Cascade. Didn't get a single skull from Sky. And even if we did, it would probably be in the exact wrong spot. Oh, we got a gnome. So why is my arm so sore? What did I grab that was heavy? Are the best kingdoms to use event keys on Zejin and Kedar? Well, it depends what you currently need at a given time. But in the sense that they have some of the best mythics in the game, yes, they're pretty good locations to use them on. Especially in the case of Zejin, because you also get all the really good goblins, all the extra turn goblins. Almost all of them are decent troops. But yeah, Zejin probably is one of the highest value event keep locations. However, if you already have an Iron Gut, then it's not as useful. And a lot of people already have Iron Gut. It's one of the first mythics you would ever want to get. So there's a very short window within the game where it actually would be good value. Because once you have Iron Gut, the value of opening event keys for Zejin goes down a lot. Unless they eventually add another good mythic there. Yes, it is always worth buying the 10 Spoilers of War every single week for 1,800 glory. It's about as worth it as always buying the 50 gem or the 80 diamonds for 50 gems every Sunday. Specifically Sunday, because that's when it's better loot. But yes, they're both always worth going for. Even if you literally just started the game, they're both worth going for. Because it's the cheapest way to get event keys in the game for the Spoilers of War. And for the other thing, it's a really good diamond rate. And you also get a few other things like a guarantee Celestial, which is really good as you're progressing through the game. Because not too many guarantee Celestial drops within the game. But yeah, they're both really good value. Even if you literally just started an account this week, it would still be worth going for both. But yeah, Spoilers of War used to be able to infinite buy. And we did before it went away. But in the current state of the game, it is locked to only 10 per week. They didn't increase its price. But they kept it at the same low price, but made it a limit of 10 per week. It used to have no limit back in the day. That's why if you ever wonder why we have like 8,000 event keys or whatever it is. There's two reasons. One is they haven't been adding as many legend to the event key drop table, which is normally the main thing that syncs event keys in the current state of the game. They're pretty consistently doing it almost every single month, kind of like Mythics. But then they kind of stopped for a very long duration because I think they didn't want to overstar kingdoms prior to them doing the update. I'm not sure why we're still not really getting that many new legend event keys though. Still feels like we're getting them pretty inconsistently. But if you ever wonder why we have so many, that's one of the reasons. The other reason being that they haven't been adding as many new legends to event key drop table. Like when they come out exclusive for the week. It used to be almost every month. Now it's like every 3 months or so, it feels. Can't even remember the last one that we got from it. It's been so long. But yeah, even though we have infinite event keys, I still buy the 10 event keys every single week for the 1,800 glory. Just to make sure we really never run out. Because the gem value of 180 glory is about 9 gems. The gem value of an event key is about 13, or exactly 13.5 gems. So you're basically getting a 4.5 positive exchange for every single time you do it. And that's not even counting the gold, souls, and the other little bit of thing you get, like treasure maps or whatever it was. But just counting the glory cost relative to the event key, it's about a 4.5 gem value increase every single time. Meaning you basically get 45 gem value just by doing it every week for free. And if you needed to buy event keys, it saves you, what's 13.5 times 10? Well, duh, 135. So it saves you 135 gems. Because that's how much they cost when they are bought in 10 of bulks. 13.5 each. What is the most important? Leveling the class at level 100 or farming medals? You could technically do both. It is technically possible to do a combination of both. They're both pretty important. It really just depends what you want to focus on personally. I'd say as you're progressing through the game, especially earlier on, you definitely want to oh, no. Like, it kind of switches back and forth. Because when you're first starting off in the game, medals is actually slightly more important. You just kind of want to stick with one hero class, like Titan or something, and focus a bit on medals until you get, like, all the medals. And then the priority kind of switches, where you want to focus more on hero classes so you can use more than just Titan. And then it kind of switches back to doing medals again. It's kind of weird. Like, it kind of switches back and forth because you need hero levels for kingdom upgrades. But then you also eventually need elite levels for kingdom upgrades. So it kind of constantly switches back and forth as to which one you need. Where initially it starts as medals. Then in order to have more than one hero class, you want to eventually start doing hero classes. Then eventually it switches back to medals again after you get those hero classes up a little bit and you kind of have a nice arsenal of them. Then it switches back when you need to go get the kingdom upgrades. And then again when you need to do the kingdom upgrades. But basically, if you have not farmed... Here's a good way to know if you need to farm medals. If you don't have 3 Nisha medals yet, you should probably be farming medals. If you do, farm hero classes instead. But if you have like a few hero classes maxed, like, you know, the good ones that you want to use, it's probably time to farm medals until you have 3 Nisha medals for 12 magic bonus. Or at least 2 of them, so you can do 20% into 2 Nisha. And then once you get 3 Nishas, or 2 into 20%, you switch back to doing hero classes again. What factions do you think are easier to do with potions? All of them. I'm pretty sure you mean the ones that are near impossible to do without potions. Hall of Guardians is definitely one of them. Sea of Sorrows is another. Pretty much any of them that can kill you instantly. There's like 3 conditions on if it would be worth potioning on. If they can kill you near instantly, unless you like super buff your stats, you'd probably want potions. If there's no summon within the faction, you probably want potions, because summon is in the player's favor, not the AI's favor, even though it makes the battle take forever. And what's the third? I know there's one other one. I guess if you don't have an upscaling option? I'm not sure which one I was thinking of. I was thinking of something really specific. I can't think of what it is now. Oh, the easiest without potions. My bad, I read that wrong. The easiest without potions include Alithia, because of all the magic reduction. Sea of Sorrows, though it's completely luck-based. Stone Song Airy, but also luck-based. All-Seeing Eye, because of the resummon. And the fact that you can attack reduction. What's that one Thorn one called? There's like something of thorns or something. That one is also decently doable due to Trent summon. Yes, Amethyrax can infinite loop. The B1 can also infinite loop, though it's easier to do in Amethyrax. But yeah, there's literally an infinite loop in both, though it's a lot more consistent in Amethyrax than in the B location. What is that B1 called? Why can I not recall what it's called? It's called like B something? I'm not sure. It's pretty obvious which one it is. What's it called? The, you guys all know what I'm talking about. The Deep Hive. I'm pretty sure all of you know what I mean when I say the B1. Anyways, let's go back to the other thing. It's kind of like saying the mushroom one. You kind of know that it's referring to Amethyrax for the most part. Oh, so where are all the good medals at? We haven't gotten a single good one this stream. I want to see at least one Anu or Nisha, hopefully. It is always the goal. I could take a brown to that. Oh, no, I couldn't. Never mind. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's hard to do that. Whatever he did was correct. Hey! There it is. We got an Anu. Now, can we go get a Nisha? Oh, we actually got a medal upgrade, too. Nice. Now, let's see that Nisha. Probably go for one more chest, because we'll have to go through 2 cycles here to get to it. So any other questions, let me know. I'll make sure to go over them all. Why did I take that as if that would be an extra turn? It actually was, though it was off of Sky. We had no way of knowing that would be an extra turn. I guess we just have foresight. There's no reason to do what we did. Though it did happen to get an extra turn from Sky. Out of sight. It's not foresight, it's Sky sight. We could definitely see what the gems are that are going to fall preemptively. Let's see if we can call it. That'd be hard to do at a certain location, though. Let's say a brown will fall right there. Got it! Oh! Oh no. This is too powerful. Let's do one that's really unlikely. A Doom Skull will fall right there. There we go. There's no way that was going to happen. I can't believe we actually got that first try, though. Too overpowered. Let's see. We'll throw that down. That would have been amazing if the Doom Skull actually fell there, though. The chance is exceedingly rare, though. Doom Skulls almost never spawn. They have the lowest rate of any thing, even lower than Skulls. Yes, wearing a certain pet means absolutely nothing. They are purely cosmetic. Whatever pet you have on your shoulder is purely cosmetic reasons. All pets always have all bonuses active. They just only apply their bonuses if it's specifically being used. Like, obviously, all the team bonus ones, like, let's say a rogue bonus, will only apply when you have 3 or 4 rogues in your team. Though the numerical number that you need for each is a little bit different for them. For kingdoms, you need 2, 3, or 4. For troop types, you need 3 or 4. And for colors, you need all 4 of them to be the thing to get the bonus. However, some of them are always active in every battle you do. For example, the 5% gold off the Mimic, or the 5% XP off a Lucky and stuff like that. As well as all the Mastery ones that ever so slightly increase your chance of surging whenever you take a 3. But some of those are always active in literally every battle because their condition is always met, since they just simply apply their bonus. A lot of them are pretty small bonuses, but they add up. But yeah, whatever pet you have means nothing. Like the fact that we have the Apocalypse pet set right now has no effect on if we are or are not using Apocalypse. It's just always active regardless. Any ideas for a Vespera team? I like building into pure yellow or any pure purple. Actually, I think pure purple is actually a little bit better. Doom Scythe, or sorry, Thrall, Doom Scythe, Vespera, and one other option is a pretty strong team. You could even do a Leprechaun or something if you really want to. But using a lot of the same color is really fun with her because she generally loops almost indefinitely. It's not like a pure loop like what you could do with Truffle, but it's definitely pretty consistent once you get it rolling. And the more of the same color you have on your team that are pure color and of only one color, the easier it is to get it down. And after Thrall gets even a single magic bonus, it's probably going to be destroying all 64 to gems. The entire board clear. Which will be a lot of mana accumulation on top of that. So even if you don't have an option for her, you can still board clear with a single cast. And then keep doing so because it's most likely going to be at least 6 purple on the board, especially if you're creating a bunch of purple. You got 4 minor blues and 2 major blues this week? That's an insanely good week. Wow. Isn't that actually flawless? What other orbs were there? Isn't that like every orb this week pretty much? That's like every orb except one. Or am I forgetting some orbs? Oh, I forgot the Tuesday orb. It says every orb except 2 this week would have been blue if you got that lucky. That's some pretty good luck. Do you have anyone else to say any other questions? Let me know. Because after this chest, we'll probably call it a wrap. Whatever our last questions are. Okay, let's see that triple Nisha chest. We will eventually see it. We've seen double Nisha twice. We have yet to see the triple, though. It's super rare. We've seen double Nisha with a something that wasn't a third Nisha in it. I think it was like an ultra rare or something. Or an epic. But it wasn't 3 Nisha. Except this one will be. Come on, let's see it. Oh, another Anu! What is this? Every stream we end with Anu. I love it. Is this just a new gift for us now? Every stream we ever end doing treasure hunt, we just get an Anu now. I am perfectly fine with that. Still need a billion more of these. We used a lot of them because we had to use 3 when we upgraded, what's her name? Phoenicia. When we upgraded Phoenicia. And previously, obviously, we used a bunch to go upgrade a legend. Because when we upgrade a legend, we use 3 epic, then 2 legend, and then 3 legend. So that means I need another 3 more Anus, medals of Anu, which means 26 more tokens of Anu in order to get another legend upgraded. We would need 26 more tokens of Anu. Which if we get one every single stream, we'll have that by... If we get one literally every stream, we will have it by mid-April. Though I'm very doubtful we will get that lucky. However, so far we have been, so who knows? Maybe we will. One can hope. Because then we can upgrade another legend mid-April. Who knows? Maybe another new legend will be meta by then. Hopefully. Change for 3 Nisha and 1 run is 0.000125. Yeah, that sounds about right. 125. That sounds about right. It's exceedingly rare, obviously. Though there have been reports of people getting it. though it's obviously near impossible. You can go through 1,000 chests and not get it. You can go through 100,000 chests and not get it. It's almost near impossible. It's like lottery winning chances. Almost. Actually, I think the lottery is a little bit more rigged. But it's basically about the same as winning a lottery. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We will be going probably a little bit longer tomorrow since we're going to be going over all the spoilers and all that good stuff. Aside from that, and also finishing up Guild Wars and all that. Aside from that, we will still be continuing Century Age of Ashes, probably around noon, maybe a little bit earlier, depending on if I wake up a bit earlier. But definitely by noon, and if you come by noon, we'll definitely be streaming by that point. But if not already. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. I'll still be doing Century every single day until it's for the duration of the beta. See how we improve from day 1 to day 9. Yeah, it's a really fun game. Also, if you guys still want to try it out, even though this beta you can't get into yet, if you didn't already get access, they added another way to get back in. So if you sign up for their beta thingy on the Steam page by the 15th or before, you know, like now, you can still get in. So if you do that today or tomorrow, you can still get in the beta for, what's the 15th? I'm never sure what day that is. You would get in the beta by Monday. So if you still want to, there is time for any of you that are interested in the game. And their early access releases sometime early April. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you.